Hello and welcome back to our Ocarina of Time playthrough. In our last video, we finished off the forest temple and we defeated Phantom Ganon. Now today I want to collect a couple heart containers and then we'll be moving on with the next part of the game. It may not be exactly what you're expecting, as I don't plan on playing these dungeons in order necessarily. Now normally the next step would be to head on to the Fire Temple and Death Mountain, but we're not exactly going to do that. But before we do anything, those couple magic beans we planted that lead to heart containers, I want to collect a couple of those. So we have one in Lake Hylia, we have one in the graveyard. Those will be some pretty easy ones for us to pick up. We also want to go back to the Temple of Time, because Sheik should be waiting there for us. So while we're here, we're just going to stop by there quickly. Yeah, I've always kind of played the dungeons in the order they were intended to, so I'm going to try and mix things up a little bit on this playthrough. But here we have Sheik waiting for us. So I guess those are a couple hints as to where we'll find the next couple sages. Alright, we're going to learn the Prelude of Light. That'll allow us to fast travel back to the Temple of Time. So that can be very useful. I love how after he learns the song, he looks inside the ocarina like he doesn't know what happened in there. Alright, so we have our fast travel point for this forest, sacred forest meadow. We also have one for the Temple of Time now, so that'll help us get around the world a little faster. I love how ominous Death Mountain looks with that ring of fire around it. Alright, so on to our next mission, which is those couple bean sprouts to collect our heart containers. Very simple, we just ride on the plant that it's created and we pick up our heart. So I think we'll do the graveyard first, just because it's so close to where we are. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to have another full heart before we go into the next temple. Now, if you saw our earlier video when we were still Child Link, we did plant a magic bean in this graveyard. Alright, 2 more to complete our next full heart. And there's a few options to do that, so we will definitely get another heart before we get into the next temple. But that definitely won't be all we're doing in this video. We will move on with the progression in this video for sure. Alright, so next I think we're going to grab the heart container from Lake Hylia, the magic bean we planted there. And while we're there, we can also collect our Scarecrow song now that we're an adult. There's lots we can do. I'm basically going to try and break it up so we do a few things between each temple and then we move on with the story. That way we don't have full videos that are just collectathons. That could get to be a little boring. Epona should be able to jump that. She can jump higher fences. Alright, we're almost there. The cool thing about Lake Hylia is we can ride Epona right into there. We don't have to like ditch her at the gate like Kakariko or the castle village. Alright, Lake Hylia, so we're going to collect our Scarecrow song and our heart container and then we'll be out of here. Oh no, we missed the jump. I think there's another one of those up there too. Wow, the bean didn't come back. It's on one hell of a tour. Maybe we'll just get the Scarecrow song while we wait. We'll come right back and get that heart container up there. So earlier we came here as a child and played a song. It's just Zelda's Lullaby with another note in between. That way I don't forget the Scarecrow song whenever we need to use it. So now we can call a scarecrow to certain areas. It'll allow us to hook shot into areas we couldn't reach otherwise. And that'll let us collect certain rewards like heart containers or gold scutullas. So I kind of wanted to get that done early on. Just looking out for those crows. Alright, here's our next heart container. Alright, so we have collected our heart containers now. So now we're going to move on with the game. The next place I want to go is actually to the Zora's domain. That'll give some people an idea of what we're up to next. There's basically a couple things we're going to want to collect from there to complete this video. And kind of a mini little dungeon we're going to take on while we're there. Now that would be one of the big pose. There's actually someone who wants us to collect 4 of them. And if we manage to do it, we can, I think, get ourselves the 4th bottle. Just not really high on my priority list at the moment. Yeah, like we could do the pose or like start the trading sequence for the big Goron sword, but again, I don't want to turn these videos into too much of a collectathon, so we're actually just going to move on with the storyline. We're just going to do it a little out of order. Luckily, we planted this magic bean while we were a kid, so this will allow us to fly our way through the Zora's River area. I wanted to jump off and see if we could collect that heart container, but I'm not sure if we can. If we can't make that jump, we'll just move on. It's not super important because we're going to get another heart piece coming up pretty soon anyway. Yeah, let's just move on with our quest. So we have to play Zelda's Lullaby to get in once again. Apparently they haven't changed their security system in 7 years, so... And Zora's domain has been frozen over. So something has happened here over the 7 years. More likely when Ganon took over. Now some of Zora's Fountain is thawed out, but other parts are frozen. Alright, we made it. So this is the lovely ice cavern. We're going to be completing this in the video today. Basically, if we can get through here, we can actually get everything we need to take on the water temple. And I think I'm going to do that before the fire temple. Not sure what order I'll take the dungeons on and when we'll get to the fire temple. But really, the only thing besides the fire temple that's helpful in the water temple is just the megaton hammer makes the battle with Shadow Link a little easier, but I think we can do it without, so we're going to try and sequence break the order of these dungeons. Now, of course, if you watched my Majora's Mask playthrough recently, you'll know that I don't always do well with ice areas. There were a couple videos where I got frozen a lot of times, but hopefully we'll be able to keep that to a minimum in this dungeon. Alright, so by collecting all the silver rupees, we've opened the passageway to move on. There'll be one more of those, I think, in this area where we have to do that again. I hate these ice keys. Okay, so this blue fire we can put in a bottle. It'll allow us to melt the red ice. So we can use it to thaw out the King of the Zoras. And we can also use it to unlock parts of this dungeon. So we're going to fill up all our bottles. If we can make it through this dungeon as well as thaw King Zora, then we'll actually have everything we need to take on the Water Temple. Of course, the first time I played this as a kid, I wouldn't have known to come do this, so it kind of pushes you in the direction of Death Mountain, and you kind of just go about playing the dungeons in order if you don't know better. Alright, so just like that, with the blue fire, we can melt the red ice and move on into this room. Can I seriously not shoot them until I break the icicles in front of them?